Good morning, dear students and friends. Welcome back to the Prithviraj English Academy. As our social studies series is going on for the Karnataka State Board, it's the syllabus of 2025 and 26 academic year. In this video, we are going to discuss about 10th standard, chapter number 4 of the first semester, part of history. Opposition to British rule in Karnataka and Wadeyars of Mysore. So, without a delay, let's start the explanation about the opposition to the British rule in Karnataka and Wadeyars of Mysore. So after this lesson, we will come to know about the Wadeyars of Mysore, Hyder Ali and Tippu Sultan's Anglo-Mysore Wars, Dandiya War, Rebellion of Amarsulya, Rebellion of Kitturu Rani Channamma and Sangoli Rayana, Rebellion of Surapura, and Rebellion of Halgali Beda. Rebellion means revolt, yeah, opposition. Rebellion means opposition. Okay. Now come to the Karnataka before integration. This Karnataka was divided into small states before integration, and 18th century, during the means in the 18th century, British got the political control over the India, and they have started exploited agriculture and trade. Because of this one, we got the insecurity. So because of this one, Jamindars and kings started opposing them, but because of the lack of unity, they are defeated. They are not got success. Okay, but still they are opposed to the British. So first will becomes Wadeyars of Mysore from 1399 to 1947. After the downfall of the Vijayanagara Empire, Mysore Wadeyars they revived the glory of Karnataka, especially the Chamaraja who was ruled over the Hadinadu, it is nearby the Mysuru, and he is the feudatory. Feudatory means what? He is under the control of the another king. You are ruling over that small area. Okay. Hadinadu is a small area nearby the Mysuru. He was ruled that area under the other kings. Okay. After the death of the Chamaraja of the Hadinadu, his Dadavai means a minister. His name is called Maranayaka, who wants to become a ruler of that area, but that was not liked by the even Maharani and even the citizens of that particular area. So at the same time, Yeduraya and his brother Krishnaraya came from the Dwarka. They are from the Gujarat, and they both killed the Maranayaka and helped the Maharani. Because of this one, Maharani gave her daughter to the Yeduraya for marriage, and Wadeyar's dynasty began in a Mysuru. So approximately means 25 Wadeyars ruled from Yeduraya to Jai Chamaraja Wadeyar. Total 25 Wadeyars are ruled over the Mysuru from Yeduraya to Jai Chamaraja Wadeyar. Okay. Now come to the one by one. Among them, very few important important Wadeyars we are going to study now. So first one is Raja Wadeyar from 1578 to 1617. He has the credit to that he was expanded Mysuru from small Palepatu to means he was extended Mysuru from a small Palepatu. Palepatu means under the control of others. So he was captured the Srirangapatna and made it as a capital of the Mysuru Wadeyars. Okay. He revived the temple means he reconstructed the temple of the Srirangapatna, Mysuru and Melukote. He offered very important one more question, that is who offered the Rajamudi crown to the Chelavanarayana Swami temple of the Melukote? It is Raja Wadeyar. Who captured the Sringapatna and made as a capital? It is Raja Wadeyar. One more question, teacher. And he started the Navaratri, a Dasara festival in Srirangapatna. There is a possibility to ask you this question also. Who started the Navaratri, a Dasara festival in Srirangapatna? Okay. After the Vijayanagara, it was stopped, but he was restarted that. Navaratri Ustavaina Srirangapatna. Okay. Now come to the Chikka Devaraja Wadeyar from 1673 to 1704. He is an efficient soldier and administrator. He defended against the Shivaji and captured the Magadi, Madhugiri and Kodgere. He purchased Bangalore from the Mughal general. Very important this one. Okay. And he had the title as a Kavi Chakravarti, Apratima Veera and Navakoti Narayana. Very, very important. Very, very important this one. Please make sure you are able to remember this one. Who has the title as a Navakoti Narayana? It is Chikka Devaraj Wadiyar. And he has established Atara Kacheri. Atara means 18 ministries he was established. 18 ministries he was established. That is called the Atara Kacheri. And that is what? Council of Ministers. Okay. And he introduced the postal system. And along with that he was built a dam on the dam, Kaveri Dam and canals also. And he was given the shelter to the Tirumala Raya and Sanchi Honnama. These are the poets in his court. Okay, especially Sanchi Honnama is a female poetist. Okay, she has written Hadibadiya Dharma. Hadibadiya Dharma. That is the book name. Okay, now move to the next. Rule of the commissioners 1831 to 1888 means these 50 years the Britishers took the administration directly. Because of what? Krishna Raj Wodeyar III was unable to stop the Nagara rebellion, the opposition in 1830 of the Shivamogga. He was unable to control them. So Britishers removed him and Britishers took direct control over the Mysore from 1831 to 1881. In this period, approximately 7 commissioners were ruled. Among them, 2 are Mark Kaufman, who was ruled 27 years, and his contribution is he was modernized the education and judiciary. And after that, one more is L.B. Boring. He was ruled approximately 8 years, and he was established colleges, schools in Mysore. Okay. In 1867, British decided to return Mysore to Wodeyar family, but they should not be returned. They don't want Krishna Raj Wodeyar III as a king of the Mysore. If his successor, his heredities, his children may be there, they may be get it. So this is the condition of there. After next year only, Krishna Raja Wodeyar III died in a year of 1868, and his son Chamaraja Wodeyar X came to the power. Till the adulthood, the last commissioner James Garden was there. When the Chamaraja Wodeyar X got the adulthood, then he hand over the power to the Wodeyars, especially to the Chamaraja Wodeyar X. So now come to the about Chama Rajendra Chamaraja Wodeyar X, 1881 to 1894. Mysore means throne was restored in 1881. Commissioner Rule was got ended. British resident was appointed. Sri Ranglacharru became the Diwan, and he started Mysore Representative Assembly. Sri Ranglacharru, you can say, Chamarajendra Wodeyar's contribution these are. So developed the Kolar Coalfields KGF 1881 and Bengaluru Mysore Railway in 1882. After the Ranglacharru death, K. Sheshadri Iyer became the Diwan. Expanded railway, started Mysore Civil Service Examination. Mysore Civil Service Examination, very important here. Who started? That is K. Sheshadri Iyer, under the rule of the Chamarajendra Wodeyar X. He was implemented Anti-Child Marriage Act in 1894. Started Simsha Hydroelectric Project on the Simsa River. Focused on the irrigation and girls' education. For example, he was established Maharani Girls High School. He supported Swami Vivekananda to visit to the Chicago to attend the World Parliament of Religions, and he was given the shelter to the Kannada and Sanskrit poets like Basappa Shastri was in his court, and he has a title. Basappa Shastri has a title as Abhinava Kalidasa. There is a possibility to ask you one more question: who has a title as Abhinava Kalidasa? It is Basappa Shastri, and he wrote a Mysore state anthem. It is Kayo Sri Gauri. It is a Mysore state anthem during the time. Okay, now come to the Krishna Raj Wodeyar 4, his contributions and his role. We will come to know about that. So here I made in a 2 points, means in a 2 slide related to the Krishnaraj Wodeyar 4. In a detailed manner it is here. Okay, and in short it is here. Okay, Krishnaraj Wodeyar, Krishnaraj Wodeyar, Krishnaraj Wodeyar 4. Okay, so he was ruled from 1902 to the 1940 until he came to the adulthood. His mother Vani Vilasa Sannidhana managed the administration till 1902. Okay. Then Divans of his court means his court it is P.N. Krishnamurti, Sri M means Sir M. Vishwesharya, Sir Mirza Ismail and others. His contributions are reforms in gold mines, reforms in a gold mines, establishment of colleges. He was established so many colleges and established of the hospitals also. He was started the hydroelectric project established at the Sivanasamudra, and he abolished the fees in all primary schools, started the scholarship for the students those are interested to study in abroad. He was started the IISC was started in Bengaluru. IISC means Indian Institute of Science College. Okay, and he was means development in irrigation. New railway lines were laid. Many small and large scale industries were started. Here the industries are like that here. Iron and steel, cement, paper at Bhadravati, sugar at Manda. These are the industries. If you want to name, then you can go through it. Okay, here it is there in your in this slide and means in this PPT presentation. Yeah, in the slide. Okay. So along with that, actually next, he has constructed KRS Dam means Krishnarajasagar Dam. He has established the Legislative Council. Okay, and he has called by this Mahatma Gandhi as a Rajashri, and during his time Mysuru known as the model state. Okay, now come to the last ruler of the Wodeyars family, it is Jai Chamaraja Wodeyar. He ruled from 1940 to 1950. After the Krishna Raj Wodeyar 4 he came to the power. In his court Mirza Ismail, Nayapati Madhavrao, Arkot Ramaswamy Mudaliar, these are the Divans in his court. His contributions are well educated and he was world traveler. He is a scholar and musicologist and author, means he was a speaker also, and he wrote many books and composed the devotional songs also. He was given patron the literature and the fine arts, and he became the first governor of the Mysore after independence in the year of 1947. Please remember this one, very very important for the one more question. Who was the first governor of the Mysore state after the independence? It is Jai Chamaraja Wodeyar. Okay, now come to the opposition to the British rule in Karnataka. 18th century is especially known as the century of political problems. Okay, as you know the death of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb in the year of 1907. So after that, approximately Mughal control in South India is got weakened, and political struggles in a Carnatic region and rise of the British dominance in India, and native rulers also started registered the British expansion in the various ways. So first one is Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan. After the death of the Chikkadevaraja Wodeyars in the year of 1704, Mysore faced so many problems. So at that same time, Hyder Ali was going to declare by himself, he is because of his military skill, he was going to declare by himself he is the Nawab Hyder Ali. Okay, so he took the control over the Mysore. He became the ruler of the Mysore, Hyder Ali. So he was involved in a first Anglo-Mysore war in 1767 to 1769. Okay, so here opponents are British, Marathas and Nizams versus Hyder Ali. It is a line of the Hyder Ali broke their tripartite alliance through the diplomacy. Means he was able to break their agreement of the Britishers with the Marathas and the Nizam of the Hyderabad. Okay. So war began with the attack on the Arcot. When the attack was done on the Arcot, then major battles took place in Tiruchirappalli, Tiruvannamalai, and Ambur. Hyder Ali army reached the Madras, and that time the Britishers were going to say that now they want to stop the war. So this war was got ended with the Madras Treaty in the year of 1769. Now move to the next. Second Anglo-Mysore War. Second Anglo-Mysore War. So Kaja sir, Mysore means this one. British violated Madras Treaty. It is very important. Madras Treaty. As you know, in a Madras Treaty, one condition was there, means so many conditions are there. Among them, is very important is that if anyone may be attacked on each other, means if anyone attacked on the Hyderali or anyone attacked on the British, they both each other have to help. But during this time, when the Madhavrao of Marathas were attacked on the Hyderali, the British haven't helped him, and along with that, they have captured the Mahe, which was there under the control of the Hyder Ali. It is the colony of the French. Okay, because of this one, the wars began. Hyder Ali, in the beginning, he got a success. He was able to capture the Kanchipuram, Arcot, when he was reached to the Coromandel coast. That time, the British army led by the Sir Eyrecourt. And along with that, French were refused to support to the Hyder Ali. So Hyder Ali defeated at the Fort Nova because of this all developments, and British signed the Salbai agreement with the Marathas and the Nizam. Hyder Ali died in 1782. When the Salbai agreement was done, no, that time Marathas and Nizam of Hyderabad, they are ready to help to the Britishers. Okay, and even though in 1782 Hyder Ali got died, then afterwards the Tipu Sultan took over the administration and defeated the British at the Mangaluru, and war ended with the Treaty of Mangaluru in 1784. Okay, so as you know, after the death of his father, he came to the power, means Tipu Sultan, and these are all the contributions. Now come to the Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan. They used, it is very important, used the rocket for the first time in India. They have used the rockets. Okay, for the first time. So he has given the more contribution to the tobaccos and sandalwoods. Okay, trade agreements with the French, and he exported. Okay, now come to the third Anglo-Mysore War. Third Anglo-Mysore War. So cause is causes are Trivankar king with the British help. He was attacked on the, he was violated the Mangaluru Treaty. Okay, that time the British governor Mendoza captured the Karwar, Coimbatore and Dingal. Tipu captured the Baramal, and today's it is comes in Tamil Nadu, Satyamangalam, and fled at the Tiruchinappalli. Lord Cornwallis led the British, captured the Bengaluru. British allied with the Marathas and Nizams. They are there with the British only. And forts like Kolara, Hoskote, Hubli were taken. These combined force reached to the Sringapatna in the year of 1792, and treaty was happened, that is Sringapatna, Treaty of Sringapatna in the year of 1792. So some conditions are there. Tipu lost half of his kingdom. He paid 3 crore rupees and gave 2 sons as a hostage. Means until and unless we are not going to pay the remaining things, 2 sons will be there under the control of the Britishers. Okay, and both have to release the prisoners of war. Those means the Tipu Sultan soldiers may be there in a British jail, and British soldiers may be there in Tipu Sultan jail. They both have to release their prisoners. Okay, now come to the fourth Anglo-Mysore War, 1792, last Anglo-Mysore War, last. Tipu Sultan was fulfilled the Treaty of Sringapatna. He was given everything, whatever the payments paid, dues, and got sons back also, and claimed the Malabar. But Mysore repeats. He was claimed that Malabar was there, means his. But British was removed. Then repeats. Lord Wellesley became the Governor General in 1798, and Tipu's alliance attempts with the French angered British, but they rejected the subsidy alliance and leading to the war in the year of 1792. Actually, the British were proposing to the Tipu Sultan to agreed with the subsidy alliance, but he was refused that. Okay, Tipu Sultan died in a war only, and Srirangapatna, when he was going to defending the Srirangapatna. After the war, British, Marathas and Nizam divided his territory, means Tipu territory, and they got parts, and very small parts of the Mysuru. They have made 4 parts in that. Larger part they have taken, means British one part, Maratha one part, and Nizam one part, and they have given a smaller part to the Mysore warriors. Okay, so then Mysore warriors have started ruling again from the 1799. Okay, now come to the after the Tipu Sultan, the Dandiya Wagh. Actually, Dandiya Wagh was born in a Maratha family, where in a Chennagiri. He has a name as a Wagh. Wagh means in Marathi, Wagh means tiger. He has a title as a Wagh. Okay. His career started in a Hyder Ali's army only in a year of 1779. Afterwards, he became the general also, but he was imprisoned by the Tipu Sultan because of the difference in opinions. After the fourth war of Anglo-Mysore war, Britishers released him. Afterwards, he was formed his own army to fight against the British, because once he came to know that this one, Tipu Sultan, everybody was defeated, no, because of this one. He was gathered the ex Tipu's soldiers, and along with that, the rulers of local, and gather them and wants to fought with the British. So for that, he was able to capture the Budnuru, Shivamogga, and failed at Chitraduga. Okay, and he is supported by the unhappy Palegaras and French also. Okay, he fought across Harihara, Chitradurga, Ranebennuru, Kitturu, Londa. He killed in 1800 at the Kongal. Okay, and he was killed by the British with the help of the Marathas and Nizams. Okay, by this one, the war got, means Dandiya Wagh's rebellion, yeah, reform, yeah, opposition got over. Now move to the next. Rebellion of the Kittur Rani Chennamma, Kittur Rani Chennamma, 1824. Reason is what? British denied the throne to the adopted son before the pre-declaration of lapse. Rani Chennamma ruled the Kittur after her husband's death. Husband is Mallasarja. She was adopted Sivalingappa as heir after the Sivalanga Rudra Sarja death. Actually, Sivalanga Rudra Sarja is the own son. After his death, Mallasarja also got died, husband, and even the son also got died. Then she was adopted the Sivalingappa. But British collector Thackeray wants to say that he wants to control over the Kitturu. He said that adopted sons, they never had a right to become the ruler of the any uh, kingdom. So because of this one, the war broke out. What is the reason why the war is broke out? Because Thackeray was, means because of Thackeray was going to refuse that. Okay, this is okay. Then Thackeray was killed in this one, and British, so many Britishers become the prisoners. Prisoners. Okay. After this thing, the British sent the Colonel Dick to the Kitturu, and Kitturu was defeated. Rani Chennamma was captured and imprisoned at Bilingual and died in a prison only. But still now also she will going to remember as a symbol of bravery. To help her, we have here Sangoli Rayana was the brave freedom fighter from the Kitturu, loyal to the Rani Chennamma, fought against the British rule to liberate, to free Kitturu from the British. He was imprisoned with a Chennamma, and later he was released and formed an army of 500 men and attacked the British treasuries and officers. He was held the secret meetings and opposed the villagers helping the British. Those villagers are going to helping to the British. He was started opposing them. Okay, and most of the time his meetings will be in a secret places. Okay, British was going to, means you know that divide and rule policy by cunning policies. They had an agreement with the local people and they succeed to arrest to the Sangoli Rayana, and they hanged him at Nandgarh on 26 January 1831. Still now also we are going to remember the Sangoli Rayana in a folk songs and ballads as a symbol of the freedom fighter. Okay. Now move to the, here is the picture of the Sangoli Rayanas, brave man, great leader and freedom fighters of the Karnataka. Okay. Then now move to the rebellion, opposition of Amarasulya, 1837. It's a place in a coastal Karnataka and Kodagu. Coastal means today's Udupi, Dakshin Kannada and Uttar Kannada and even the Kodagu areas. Here the opposition was started to the British. Why? Because British made dethroning the Chikkavira Rajendra of the Haleri dynasty in 1834. Actually, Haleri dynasty is very famous, and most of the people, they are going to admiring this dynasty. So because of this one, the common people are started opposing the British. In among them, the most important leaders are there. Three are there. One is Swami Aparampara, one more is Kalyana Swami, and one more is Putta Basappa. These are the three. They are supporting to the Haleri dynasty. They want back their Haleri dynasty's kings to rule over the Amara, Sulya, coastal Karnataka and Kodagu. So first it was started by this, the opposition started by the Swami Aparampara. Okay, and but after some time he was captured and he was taken in a Bengaluru jail in 1834 by the British. Then after that, Kalyana Swami was later arrested in 1837 by the British and he was imprisoned in Mysore. After that, now comes Putta Basappa. Okay, Putta Basappa. Okay, now come to the Putta Basappa's rebellion. Okay, so Putta Basappa, actually he is a farmer. And he was started the Amara Sulya opposition after the Kalyan Swami's arrest. Okay, he got the support of the Swami Parampara, and he was promised to the natives, means he was going to made to British government to abolish the taxes on the tobacco and salt. Because of this one, he got the popularity by the farmers and the landlords, and he was captured the Belare and killed the brutal Amaldar. Amaldar means ruler of that Belare, and then afterwards he got a more popularity in that locality. Okay, then he started looted Bantwal treasury, and he was freed the prisoners, and he was marched towards the Mangaluru. Okay, but after some times when he was going to, means Britishers, because of this one, the Britishers, they have brought back their army from the Kannanur, Talasari, Bombay. Okay, in this one, because of these all the things, Putta Basappa and these followers like Ramaya Gowda, Appaya Gowda, they got captured by the Britishers and they hanged them. They arrested, then they afterward they have hanged them. Okay, by this one, the Amarasulya rebellion got ended. Now come to the Surapuras and Venkatappa Nayaka. Okay, Surapura is there nearby the Yadgiri. It is there under the rule of the Mughals, Nizam and Marathas. Okay, here we have the Venkatappa Nayaka was the king in 1853. Okay, because of the internal family struggles, British installed Meadow Taylor as a resident here. Taylor reformed the Surapura and improved the revenue and educated the Venkatappa Nayaka. Okay. In 1857, British suspected Veerappa Nayaka, supporter of the Nana Sahib revolt in Kanpur of the Uttar Pradesh. What they thought, Nana Sahib got supported from the Venkatappa Nayaka, means when he came to the south, from the Uttar Pradesh, Britishers thought that Venkatappa Nayaka has given the shelter to him, according to the British. So they have onward they have thought that Venkatappa Nayaka also the enemy of theirs. They started, means this thing was going to reported by the Campbell as a, he is the British administrator. So afterward the Britishers are going to seen the Venkatappa Nayaka as the leader of the 1857 revolt in Karnataka. British captured the Surapura in 1858, and related to the at the death of the Venkatappa Nayaka is not clear. Okay, it is remain unclear only. Now move to the next. Veerappa of the Koppala. Okay, Koppala was under the rule of the Nizams, and it faced exploitation causing zamindari. After that, Zamindar Veerappa came to the rebel to the Nizams. Okay, Veerappa captured the Koppala port. Okay, with the support of the farmers and the zamindars of that area. Okay, then after that, British was going to form the alliance with the Nizams, and they suppressed the rebellion of the Veerappa and their followers. Veerappa died with the fighting with the Britishers, and British were able to capture the Koppala port back. Okay, so these are the what, because means through this one Veerappa Nayaka's Koppala rebellion is got over. Now come to the rebellion, opposition of Bedas of Halgali. Halgali is the place, it is there in a today's Bagalkot district nearby the Mudhol. Okay, so Britishers are going to brought a new law. What is that? If Britishers, if Indians wants the weapons to means keep along with them, then they should be have the license. But and that will going to what? That license will going to hand over by the Britishers only. Approval is going to be given by the Britishers only. Okay, and most of the time they are not going to given this means license to the Indians. So same thing was happened here. In 1857, British banned the weapons. Okay, and Bedas, they are the traditional hunters. They refused to surrender their firearms. This is the main cause for this one. But that refused to surrender the means Bedas were going to refuse to surrender the firearms, means their weapons. It is what the main cause for the rebellion of the Bedas of Halgali. Please mark down. It is 1 mark. Very very important question. So Bedas from the Halgali and nearby villages, they rebelled against the British. So British army brutally suppressed the rebellion in Halgali. All rebels were hanged to the death. Means actually at the night time they have burned, Britishers have burned their villages, Bedas and nearby villages. They have burned their villages along with most of the Bedas also burnt in that, and they have next day they have hanged remaining Bedas. Okay, so this is what in this way they have suppressed the rebellion in throughout the Karnataka, and they got control over the Karnataka also. I hope my dear you understood this lesson. If you have any doubt, any suggestion, then please comment and like and subscribe my channel. And thanks for watching this video my dear. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.